My sensor keeps overheating and I'm really frustrated. A Slap in the Face, Why Insults Hurt and Why They Shouldn't by William B. Irvine. This was published from the Oxford University Press, and I think it was released this year, maybe this month, in April. This was either released in April or March. I think that this book has 37 ratings on Goodreads, maybe for good reason. I thought it was going to be similar to The Antidote. And this book really does talk about insults in detail. I thought it was actually going to be a little bit funnier than it really was, but it does just describe the different types of insults. There are passive insults, there are direct insults, there are benign insults, and it really describes all the different situations that you would use all of these insults in. And then it has another section of how people react to insults, why people use insults, and then the last section is talking about what you can do about insults and how you should feel about insults. I felt that this book really missed out on an opportunity to really examine even deeper why we really do insults and why they're still kind of valuable to human interaction and how we interact. Also, this book seemed pretty dry. Unlike The Antidote, I felt that The Antidote was took itself less seriously, but it actually hit the real points of what it was talking about a lot better than this book. This book, it didn't even have like any real studies or any real life examples. What it did many times was Sally and Sue are in a room, this happens, they say this, or something like that, and there's just all these generic situations and not really that many real life situations or descriptions of anecdotes. I didn't like the fact that it took a stance and said this is good, this is bad, definitively, when it's just talking about a social phenomena and why we use it and why it's useful, but then you take a stance of why you shouldn't do it. It seems impartial. It doesn't seem impartial. I like The Antidote a lot. A lot better in the fact that it just presented ideas, it made its case about these ideas, but it didn't tell you what to do. And it took itself a lot less seriously, and I think the message was very appreciated. This book, at the end, it took a stance, which I think was a little bit uncalled for. I think it's kind of weird that while he eventually takes the position that, insults shouldn't be done, and he tries to cut them all out of his life and really tries to be the best stoic he can be, he still, in this book, he touches on people who live fine with insults and actually contribute quite a bit to society with insults. I mean, how else are you going to criticize and really cut at the bone of a problem? I give this a 2 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. Yeah, you guys can pass this up. If you're interested in this, just read The Antidote. You get a lot more from that, even though this talks, half of it's talking about stoicism. Yeah. It kind of makes the Stoics seem like jerks, which I don't think is true.